Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another... Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for the commemorative ones, the ones with more than face value, but ideally today is going to be the day. Mark my words. We are missing Commonwealth Games Wales, the last and only £2 coin we need to fill the book. We are on the cusp of filling this book. We are so close. Are we going to get this one today? Maybe. Let's cross our fingers and get into this bag. Right then, what are we looking for? So this is technologies. We don't want technologies, they just go straight back to the bank. There are some lower minted years, but not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. Nothing in that first bag. Case of the diddlies. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. My glasses keep slipping down my face. It's getting a little bit irritating. But we will battle through the hardship. This is the queen with the necklace as well. Some people think they're really rare. They're not. There's tons of them. Absolutely tons of them. So again, not a coin that I keep. If you collect them, go for it. You collect what you want to collect. I'll collect what I want to collect. I collect Christopher Ironsides, so I have no leg to stand on in terms of telling people what you should and shouldn't keep. Collect what you want. If you enjoy it, have at it. Oh dear. That's been a bit beaten up, hasn't it? Our first commemorative comes from bag number 3. It is Brunel's Portrait, a fairly common one. Common ones go on the top row. Anything over face value goes down the bottom. If we find something, surely we will. I'm sure we will find at least something that's over face value because we've got a nice shiny one there. Although I think it's just standing on the shoulders of giants. Hang about. Is it real? If it is, there's something a bit odd about it. Standing on the shoulders of giants. It's got the right edge inscription, but it just feels a bit sharp. The edges feel very sharp. And a little bit, I don't know. Like that looks odd, right? That looks just a little bit flat. Let's put that to one side, and if we find another nice 2015, we will compare and contrast, because that's got really sharp edges. Anyway, prattling on, that's going to be something. Should we check the edge, see what it's going to be? The Sure Shield of Britain, which will be a Navy centenary. It is one of my favourite £2 coins. It's a scarce one as well. It's over face value. They ebb and flow in value, because I think where we've had so many that was recently released, all in one word, recently released into circulation, a big backlog of them. So I think the prices have dipped somewhat, but roll on 12 months time, and we won't be finding many of them anymore. I've always been quite lucky finding them though, so I won't complain about that. Always a welcome addition to my flotilla. I've got a bit of a soft spot for boats on ships, to be fair, because I like the Mary Rose, I like the Navy Centenary. The Mayflower was the £2 coin I was looking forward to the most this year. So yes, I like boats on coins. I'm making sure I say boats and not the other word that begins with an S that sounds like something else that begins with S, because I don't like that on coins. Anyway, I know we paddle on about relevant stuff, and I don't seem to be doing that today. Well, there we go. Right. Let's play Spot the Difference. It's got a little beading around the rim of this one. This one looks real. This is a genuine coin. This one has no beading around the edge. Maybe that's why it's so sharp. And then look, there's something like this. It looks matte, whereas this is shiny. It's got a sheen to it. This looks very matte. Although there's enough detail on it. Maybe not so much in the hair, but in the crown there is. The text looks a little bit chunkier on this one. The dots. You find dots misaligned on most £2 coins, but they're just... It's not that they're misaligned, it's just they're missing there. And quite perfect around here. Should you compare edge inscriptions? Right, where do we start? Shoulders of the standing of the... There we go. Right, this is hard to record because everything is so shiny. Yeah, look, the font looks a bit odd on the top one as well. We'll do the old faithful test then. Clinking it with some other coins. It sounds alright. It's just very odd. Very sharp edges and sort of a matteness to it. I'm going to go my oddities anyway, one way or another. Let me know in the comments what you think that is. We won't spend another 5 minutes looking at that. We've got Charles Dickens there. Charles Dickens, we have a counter, so we track some of the more common ones, also the Commonwealth Games, out of interest as well. I think we're on 11 now, aren't we? Commonwealth Games. In all these videos, we are going to finish it. But no, relevant stuff. So, as of recording this video, the new coin is the... Ooh. Every time I go to say something, I think, right, we'll talk about this, and then I find something. We have got Shakespeare's Histories. Surprise, surprise, we are finding so many of these. The hollow crown, so that's what it should say. And I only check on these ones specifically because the Shakespeare tragedies, there is an edge inscription error coin. So it's got the wrong edge inscription, and although no other edge inscription error has been found on the Shakespeare coins, I think it prudent to check the edge inscriptions for the rest of them, just in case. It took 4 years to find that one. Maybe there'll be another one out there. This is Guy Fawkes. It's a very common one. We also track the amounts of those that we have found since we started this book. But no, relevant coins. Relevant coins. The latest coin I recorded, the newest coin I recorded, was the new James Bond, the final in the 3-part Bond series. Well, there we go. We've got the World War I Army Centenary. That's a common one. But yeah, again, the James Bond, they seem to be a little bit mixed in sort of the reception of them. I think they're kind of neat. I like the idea of having pop culture to some extent on coins. I think that's very cool, and I think what it does, it draws in people that aren't interested in coins, people that are interested in the subject matter to potentially buy that coin, which should then lead them to become a coin collector. And that's what we want. We want everyone collecting coins. Because then our collections will be worth a fortune. Not that I collect as an investment or to sell, but there we go. So this is Shakespeare's Tragedies. It is the coin that could potentially have the edge inscription error. I've never found one. I might have one in my collection, so I haven't checked back through them. So it should say, what a piece of work a man is? Yeah. What a piece of work is a man. I was close. So that is what it should say. What it shouldn't say is what's on this coin, which is for king and country. There we go. For king and country. That's the edge inscription for this coin, but you can find them on this one, which is an error. So one of these days we'll find one. But we're just missing Shakespeare's comedies now. This is not Shakespeare comedies. This is wireless communications. Wireless transmission, I should say. And we've got ourselves another Guy Fawkes there. And as of recording, we are rapidly approaching Guy Fawkes. When this video goes up, we'll be on the cusp of Guy Fawkes, which is kind of cool. Although we're not going to be able to do much, are we, really? So there we go. Let's watch the fireworks from the safeties of our bedrooms. We have got the Act of Union there, another fairly common one that we see in most £2 coin hunts. Nothing else in that bag. But no, I think it'd be interesting to see what the actual demand was for the James Bond coins, whether we'll get more James Bond coins next year, whether we'll get another series of British, I don't know, films or whatever, featuring on coins. This is the abolition of the slave trade, or the abolition of the Slave Trade Act. It's got a texture finish on the inner part. There is a variant that has the smooth finish that was released into the collector's sets. So if that's been busted out of its set, paid into circulation, paid into the bank, someone's bought something with it, blah 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 blah, chance you can find it in your hunts, that'd be awesome. We've got another one here. It's the Great Fire of London. So we're finding some very, very nice coins. This is not just a nice coin that's over face value, it's a beautiful design, one of my favourites. I know I say that about a lot of coins, but it's good to have lots of favourites. There's another Charles Dickens there. He's not one of my favourites, just as a counterpoint. It's a cool coin, but not a favourite. Right. But no, there's some... Oh, there we go. Another Charles Dickens there. Charles Dickens goes there. But an interesting array of comments on my James Bond film, my James Bond coin. Oh, we can't talk. In terms of what everyone else was suggesting to have on coins. So the Act of Union again there. I think we could have some very, very cool sets of coins. Although soaps, I draw the line. I don't want soap characters on coins. As iconic and as long as some of the soaps have been running, this is not two things that I think need crossing. But no, it's interesting also in a recent video seeing ooh, Charles Dickens again. We have got plenty of him, haven't we? Oh yeah, everyone's guesses as to when I'm going to find the Shakespeare. Gosh! Professional videos as ever from Christopher Collects. When I'm going to get this last Commonwealth Games, and some people have been very generous, saying I'm going to get it in the next video, which I know isn't the case because we've had that video. I've recorded that video at the time of that video going up because I recorded a few weeks in advance. In case you didn't click on. Anyway, stop paddling on, Christopher. This is the London Underground train. There's the roundel and the train that you can find. They're fairly desirable coins. Again, not massively over face value, but it's got a cool edge inscription that looks like the tube map. The roundel says, "Please mind the gap," which I think is very, very cool. A little bit of grime there, but we can live with that. The bottom shelf is growing, and we've still got a fair few bags to get through. But no, I'm excited about. What month did the Winnie the Pooh come out? Was that October? Or was it September? I think it was October, because November will be Piglet, right? Assuming Piglet's the next one, not Christopher Robin. But no, that's a cool set that I'm looking forward to collecting over the next few years. A shame they're not circulating though. And again, I've spoken about it at length. Unfortunately, the Mint doesn't choose what gets circulated. Well, they do in a way. They're told how many of a denomination they want to circulate, and then the Royal Mint picks. To the best of my knowledge and what was told to us on the last Royal Mint tour I went on, the Royal Mint gets to have some input on what coins it is that circulate, but I think they would have been awesome circulating. Although it's a Disney. Whoops, crash bang wallop. It is a Disney product, so is that marketing through our coins? I wonder if that could be another revenue source. Sponsored circulating coins. In terms of Walt Disney would love Walt Disney stuff out in our loose change in our pockets. Would they pay the Royal Mint to circulate their franchise on coins? Don't know. If it is an idea, I go on commission. Abolish the slave trade again. Again, a common coin that we find a fair few of. Speaking of common coins, there we have Brunel's Arches, the achievements at Paddington Station, whatever you want to call it. It's a common one. Nothing else in that bag. Shall we do an edge hunt? And it's not everyone's favourite thing to do, but I think it's kind of fun. So, first off with this shiny one here, it says crown. It'll be the hollow crown, which will be another Shakespeare's Histories. Again, a nice quality one. Speaks to me that that has recently been circulated. Something will turn up. Will be Charles Dickens. There we go. Another Charles Dickens, the Runaway leaderboard winner. But above that, what's that? Oh, it's upside down. That's why it looks like gibberish. Of nursing. 100 years of nursing by Florence Nightingale, my favourite circulating £2 coin. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. It's a common one, but it's the design that makes it my favourite. It's so pretty. Oh, this has been a good bag, hasn't it? But I think that's all we're going to get. I will just whiz through just to be doubly sure, because I've missed some very good coins in my edge hunts before. Penultimate bag. Well, we have rocketed through, bearing in mind we stopped and looked at that odd coin for a fair bit of time. Another abolition of the slave trade there. Worth also mentioning on coins, as I said, very, very common to find missing beading, misaligned beading on the edge. Also, edge inscriptions, doesn't matter what way around it is, it's fairly common to find one way or another. It's just 50-50 chance what way it lands in the hopper. Although, I wonder if the weight of the coin would have any sort of impact on it. Is this side slightly heavier than that side? Is it going to be slightly more skewed in one direction? Actually, let's have a look at the edge inscription of this one. See if we can figure it out. Are we going to get more hollow crowns? Worlds a stage. All the worlds a stage. That's Shakespeare comedies, isn't it? We never find Shakespeare comedies. Yeah, I think it is. It is! Wowee! That's amazing. So the Shakespeare comedies, we just don't get them down south. You go watch some of the northern coin hunters up the north and in Scotland. They are two different things, the north and Scotland. I have been told, reliably informed. They find tons of these, but I never find these. And we've made, actually, this is the first time in the longest time, we've made the whole Shakespeare set in a video. How cool is that? This, again, back when I started making these videos, that used to be a fairly common occurrence. But now, this never happens. So this has been, even if we don't find the Commonwealth games that we're after, I am very, very happy. Because this never happens. But for those of you that watched this far in the video, you might be interested to know that I have a Discord server. You can click the link down in the description to come and join that. You do have to be over 13 to be on Discord though. That's Discord's rules, not my rules. Fake? Fake? Fake. Well, that is definitely a fake. We'll put that with the odd matte bizarre coin. Alternatively, if you're not on Discord, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can write into the PO box, or everything that goes to the PO box makes it into a video. But there we go. Nothing found. Do let me know. The matte coin, we'll call it matte, as in not shiny. It is shiny, but there's sort of like matte. There's a matteness to it. Let me know what you think that is. Do you think it's just a fake, or do you think it's something sort of a bit different? I don't know. Again, there's enough detail in some of it that makes me think maybe it is a real coin. It's just maybe an odd stripe, but it's got no in the beading. I think it might be fake. I'm going to guess it's fake. It's too sharp. The edges are far too sharp. This one is definitely fake. There's not a lot of detail on that, and the text looks very, very blobby. But there we go. Star finds, though. I'm going to say finds, and it's going to for once overrule finding a Navy centenary, because we never find all three Shakespeares. So to find all three Shakespeares in one video is pretty monumental. So as ever, all that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.